Greetings, Earthlings. My name is Patrick. I am an American shaman. In America. Yes, there are shamans in America. Today we're going to talk about how stumbling into a shaman's perspective can be quite interesting for those who have never stumbled into a shaman's perspective before. See, a shaman is going to have the ability to see things from all sides, or want to see things from all sides. And that's what we do here on this channel. You know, sometimes I'm going to say things to piss you off. Probably I'm not trying to piss you off, but what are we doing here? We're eradicating false beliefs. We're relieving the burden of irrational and unnecessary fears. We talk shit sometimes, but the goal is the same, to become more conscious. See, a shaman's not going to argue with you. If you want to feel bad about something, go right ahead. I'll just be sitting over here sipping coffee in the middle of a hurricane. See, a shaman's not going to be scared of much. Neither will an awakened person. And so the purpose of this channel is to educate people about what shamans are, who shamans are, demystifying it just a little bit, and also getting excited for this new coming age of humanity and this country of America. Let's talk about this today on this episode of the Shaman Patrick Show. Let's go.
He was once a storm in human form, sharp tongue, cold soul, heart worn and torn, living like a ghost who missed his grave till the spirit sang out and called him brave. He got rewired by the great unknown, heard the call like a dial tone to the bone. So pull up a chair, enjoy the glow. This is the Shaman Patrick Show.
I am about to rename a lot of the videos on this channel because the name of this channel is the Shaman Patrick Show. And I say I'm a shaman, and I really want to help people realize that they don't have to be afraid of stuff, or that they can awaken, they can live their best life. And I'm going to do something that I consider cringy, but I'm starting to see why people do it. So over here on YouTube, like when you see videos like this, like vocal coach reacts, or psychologist reacts, or musician reacts. I was like, I know why they're doing it. I know why they're doing it. I think I know why they're doing it. But the reason that they do it is so that you know from the get-go that you're hearing from a vocal coach, or someone who is either really well versed or who does this kind of thing as a career. I don't like it. I think it's kind of weird, but I'm probably going to start naming videos Shaman talks about Palantir or Shaman talks about that. It's one of those things that I'm like, I don't know why people don't know that this is a shaman's perspective. A shaman is going to have a perspective on life and reality that is unifying, healing, because healing is the name of the game. I'm also going to be talking about spirits and aliens and stuff like that. But I think I believe in people's abilities to Google things. I know that they can Google all sorts of things, but it's so weird to me why there's a lack of curiosity when I tell people that I'm a shaman. Like, it's like a spiritual thing, right? It's a spiritual thing. It has to be because if I tell people I'm a musician, they're like, ooh, can I hear some music? If I tell people that I've written books, they go, ooh, what are those books? If I say, well, I'm a shaman, they're like, so it's gotta be something to do with the ego, right? So I'm going to just Google this and just see what I get. What is the perspective of a shaman? Let's see. Oh, there's a AI overview of it. You don't even have to work that hard anymore. I don't have my reading glasses with me. It's 4:00 in the morning, as we do over here. So let's just talk about this. A shaman's perspective views the world as inherently spiritual and interconnected, recognizing a universal life force that flows through all living beings and the natural world. Shamans act as mediators, journeying between the physical and spiritual realms to gain guidance, heal illness, often seen as soul loss or spirit possession, and restore balance and harmony within their communities. This holistic view emphasizes direct personal experience, inner wisdom, and the power of the individual's inner self as a source of healing and guidance. So see, a shaman is going to love all people and see value in all people. So I'm going to love Peter Thiel just as much as I love Taylor Swift. I'm going to love my husband, and I'm also going to love my father-in-law. Even though my father-in-law might irritate the shit out of me, I'm still going to love him. I'm going to love all people. I love my kitty cat, my neighbor's kitty cats. I love all people. So sometimes I'll talk shit about a subject to spark you into thinking about it differently, a different perspective. I'm surprised at the videos that I make where people unsubscribe, where people just say, oh, this is too much. And yesterday I logged into my YouTube account to discover that a creator had claimed copyright and struck the channel. I was shocked by who it was. I'm not going to tell you who it was just yet because I've given them the opportunity to remove that strike. But I sent them a lovely email. I explained to them that I'm a shaman, that I was just talking about their spiritual teachings and providing a shaman's perspective and a counterpoint. So we'll see if they remove that strike. But I was like, man, that's striking a channel, striking another spiritual channel. So I might talk about that later, but it really got me thinking. It's like, well, what am I missing? What am I not explaining here? What am I not explaining? What am I missing? Because I'll assume that the failure is me. Did I do something wrong? So I watched that video that got taken down. Again, I really didn't do anything wrong except, hey, this is my perspective. This is my perspective on this. I didn't really criticize or make fun of it. It was just my perspective of it. And I didn't think this person was going to be that itchy about having their work talked about. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So anyway, it's just considered kind of poor form to strike another YouTube creator, especially a small one like me. Usually when somebody strikes your channel, they want to get it shut down. They do want to get it shut down. That's usually the case when somebody strikes you like that. They're trying to get your channel removed and deleted. So hopefully I can get this all sorted out. I told this person it was well within their right to not use it. And I told them that I would be happy to delete the video and never speak of them or their work ever again. Which I think is fair, which is sad because I kind of respected this teacher and I just didn't think they were like that. But you just never know. But the shaman's perspective is going to be one of unity. You know, our symbol for concrete shamanism is a division symbol turned on its side in a circle format. I mean, this symbol came to me years ago and it was like, this is the symbol of concrete shamanism. So the thing about concrete shamanism is it doesn't necessarily exist. And it's a practice that I've been using, but see, shamanism is so free flowing. There aren't any rules. There's not really a whole lot of dogma except that everything is interconnected. Recognizing a universal life force, like we are all everything, that there are no real evil people out there, and that the worst thing that ever happens to us is the best thing that ever happened to us. And so this perspective that I have as a shaman, you know, a shaman is going to push your buttons. A shaman is going to encourage you to examine your shadow, your beliefs, all that stuff. Where are you stuck? It's about getting you unstuck. If you're complaining a lot, I was thinking about this last night about, you know, some of the comments that I've received over the past few weeks, especially when I've been delving into helping people feel better about the technology. I was like, you don't have to be scared of anything. Nothing bad is happening. Nothing serious is going on. But the comments are just like, how could you be this dumb? How could you be this stupid? Like, I suggested somebody read this book and they said, no, thank you. I'm not interested in the techno-feudalistic version of Mein Kampf. Yes, they think that this half black, half Jewish guy, they're equating this guy with Hitler. Oh, boy, howdy. But see, these people who have these opinions are HR managers. It's too dumb to be. They're HR managers. They're your manager at Walmart. They're the team lead at Target. Do you see how crazy this is? So if people are unwilling to look at stuff and have an opinion, and before they have an opinion on it, that's crazy. Those people are unreachable. Unreachable. Let me tell you about a concept that we talk about in recovery. All right. And this is, let me say, but wait, before I go on to that, sorry, a little all over the place today, but you know what? That's fine. I don't care. I'll be all over the place, bitch. I'm a shaman. We're supposed to be all over the place. Let me settle it in just a moment. Let me take a hit off the peace pipe. Let me talk about contempt before investigation. So over here, you can also, like, the reason that I look things up on Google for you and for other people is to show you just how easy you can find out this stuff. You can find it out easily. So contempt prior to investigation refers to forming a negative judgment or opinion about something without first gathering facts or understanding the situation, often based on prejudice or preconceived notions. It acts as a barrier to new information and a full understanding, hindering learning and potentially leading to unfair outcomes or wasted opportunities. The concept is highlighted in the Alcoholics Anonymous program, which encourages open-mindedness and willingness to investigate new perspectives rather than allowing contempt to keep one in everlasting ignorance. And it's shocking how many people want to live in everlasting ignorance, even though it's unfair to them, it wastes opportunities, it's sad. It's sad. Now, now, for those of you who think that I was able to be open-minded from the get-go, y'all are wrong. Just so when people are completely uninterested in this book, which is a great book, it's a technological history of the United States. Essentially, it's great. So for people who reject that book outright, it would ease a lot of fears about what's going on in America. It would knock them right out. If you're afraid of something politically or socially or with technology or Silicon Valley, it'll knock it right out of you. And then you eventually realize that people don't want that knocked out of them. And I think the people who are telling people to be scared of AI and technology, they're the ones who get the advantage. in this coming era. I think it's competition. You know how people will talk shit about somebody else at the same time? Like if I hated you, if I hated people, this is what I would say. Don't read this book. Don't read this book. It's full of gobbledygook. It won't give you an edge in life. You should go off the grid. You should not use big tech. See, I'm going to have the advantage, but I'm going to tell you, no, it's a competition thing. Somebody waving you away from all the tools of creation and stuff like that. They don't like you. They hate you. It's a competition thing. It's a competition thing. You know, they're keeping secrets from you. They're not letting you know what's really going on. They're telling you to be afraid of technology, all the while they're using it for their advantage. I get that sense big time. But I understand why people would not want to be interested in that book. See, I love books. I love them. I love them. I love reading them. I'm a student. I love learning new things. I've been this way my whole life. But the one book that I just mysteriously didn't care about was the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous. The book that would eventually help me recover from a deadly addiction of alcoholism. I wasn't interested in that. I mean, I would read biographies about people I didn't even care for that much. I would get books on this and that. I would be at the library 10 books a week, and I would spend my nights not watching TV reading books. I did this my whole life. So why was I not interested in the big books of Alcoholics Anonymous? Didn't read a fucking word of it, but I said, oh, it's not for me. Oh, it's not for me. No, thank you. No, thank you. That's that contempt prior to investigation. Because here's what I know to be true. Anybody who truly works that program will recover. Anyone who truly works that program will recover. And the people who do not recover, they did not work the program. They just didn't do it. They didn't need it. It's not for me. I don't need that. It's not for me. It's for other people. It's for stupid people. It's for people who need help. You see, that's what I thought. But being open-minded means that you're constantly weighing evidence against your favored beliefs. What is the benefit of that? You're no longer reactionary. You're no longer trying to defend a mental position, which is the bane of modern life. People defending mental positions. It's crazy. But being open-minded feels good. And then you get to the truth that way. The truth feels good, you see? Feels really good. So we have open-mindedness, honesty, being honest with yourself and others. When somebody calls this the techno-feudalistic Mein Kampf, they're missing out on it. They're missing out on being able to ease their fears. It's crazy, isn't it? But I get it. Honest. If I were to be honest with you about this, if this was a righteous world, this book would be highly recommended to anybody who is going through having irrational fears about the future. And in many ways, it's like a spiritual book. It's a spiritual book for people who live in modern society. You know, I don't live in an ashram. I don't live so isolated from humanity that I get to have no opinion in what's going on. You know, some spiritual people think that you shouldn't have an opinion on the world because it's a fake world. Well, I'm a shaman, and this world that we live in is one of many worlds that I visit and interact with. This world, the videos I make here tend to deal with this world that you and I share. There's lots of worlds I visit. This isn't the only one. But I desire to help people become more open-minded, honest, and the willingness to change. If you have anything going on with you that you don't want going on with you, only you can change it. If you are overweight, you can lose weight. Like I myself, we had cookies and candy in the house Sunday, and I said, you know what? I'm done with that. I want to hit my fitness goal. No more cookies and sweets and snacks. I don't want that anymore. I want to hit this fitness goal. I got a really cute hoodie that I want to fit in, because you got to have a tiny waist for this hoodie to look good. And I'm like, you know what? I got to get back to that 28-inch waist that I had. Merrick thinks I might be a little bit too old to get that tiny waist, but I'm like, you know what? I don't think so. I think that with open-mindedness, willingness, and being honest, like, I cannot have cookies and sweets around the house. So I put them in a bag and I told him to take them to work with them, because I want my tiny waist and I want it now. I want my tiny waist and I want it now. And I've set a goal, and this is what I want to do. And this is what I want. I want to fit in that hoodie. Yeah, I'm kind of tricking myself into being healthier. But see, I know my mind. I got to trick myself into it. I'm at least now going to the gym as often as I can, like 3 days a week, and I really rock it at the gym 3 days a week. So what I'm trying to say is, if you want to change something in your life, you have to take action to change it. My tiny waist just won't appear on its own. I wish it would. It's actually not that big, but this hoodie, there's no room for error. There is no room. It's like an Assassin's Creed hoodie, and it barely fits, but you got to have a tiny waist. You have to have big shoulders and a tiny waist. So I am doing all of this to fit into that hoodie. I've had that hoodie for 2 years, and I want to wear it. By God, I will wear it. And what do I have to do to be able to wear that hoodie? It's probably not even a hoodie as it is a shirt, or it's an outfit that I want to wear. This is what I'm tricking myself into. Sometimes you have to trick yourself into healing. So my perspective on helping somebody change something in themselves is, what tricks could we play to help you do it? What tricks? You got to play tricks on yourself. You got to play tricks on that ego. You do all the time. But when I try to help people, they'll tell me they've tried that, or it didn't work, or that they're special or unique, and that things that work on other people won't work on them. So many people in America right now are technically, emotionally, intellectually children. They never had the opportunity to grow up. And, in America, usually these transitions from boy to man or girl to woman, it happens in religious institutions. I mean, I myself went through confirmation in Catholicism, but it didn't really do much for me. It didn't really take me from boyhood to manhood, because my parents were still children. My parents died children, very immature, very emotional, reactive, throwing tantrums, all of that stuff. Like, I myself haven't thrown a tantrum in public, at least in a long time. I haven't reacted to the point where I've had an emotional reaction in public. But most adults are children in human bodies. And so these children in adult human bodies they never grow up. So when a parent has never grown up and they raise a child, they don't teach the child the importance of growing up. Like, let's say, like my parents, they thought being an adult was being able to take care of yourself, like have a job and be able to pay your bills. Anybody can do that. And you don't have to be a grown-up to be able to do that. In fact, you could be a child and know how to pay bills and budget. I mean, you play Monopoly, don't you? I mean, I played House. You could play Office. You being able to pay your bills and pay your rent is not a sign of maturity. It can be, but it's the emotional maturity. Do you have any irrational fears? Do you have any weird ideas about life and reality? Do you throw tantrums? Are you emotionally reactive? Do you have weird fears about money or financial insecurities? So many people in America are children in adult human bodies. And when you know this, you stop taking some of the things that people say and do all that personally, because they're children. They're just little kids. I mean, sometimes you can go through Walmart and you can see an adult woman in pajamas in Walmart in winter wearing flip-flops, and the pajamas are Little Mermaid pajamas. Here you have a 40-year-old woman in a ponytail and Little Mermaid pajamas and flip-flops. She might even be sucking on her thumb with a basket full of snack foods and ho-hos and Hostess cakes. She is an adult baby, essentially. It's why when my husband, he used to want to wear his pajamas to Walmart. I'm like, well, we're grown-ups, honey. We need to put on clothes. Grown-ups put on clothes. Grown-ups put on clothes. When I go to Walmart, I try to look cute. I try to dress up because I am an adult. I am not a child. So conversely, let's talk about the male version of this. You have men who goon themselves into oblivion. They play video games. There's nothing wrong with playing video games or jaggling your waggle or anything like that. But to spend hours gooning, for those of you who don't know what gooning is, look it up. I'm not going to look that up for you. Playing video games for hours and hours at the expense of human personal relationships or girlfriends or boyfriends, that's somebody stuck in the child phase. But see, here's the thing. When you grow up, you get to be a kid forever. When you grow up, you get to be a kid forever. And I grew up. Let me tell you how I grew up on a personal level. I married my husband. When I married my husband, I thought he was an adult like me. This ain't telling something that we don't already know. But I realized that his parents failed him on so many levels. Like when I was living with him, I'm like, how do you not know how to do this? How do you not know how to do this or this? Like his parents taught him almost nothing. I'm like, how are you even alive? So I had to grow up in order to be an example for him. And in many ways, I won't say that I had to raise him, but I recognize that he just didn't, nobody taught him. So being married to him functioned in a lot of ways. It allowed me to grow up because somebody in our house had to be the grown up. And I also realized, that Merrick's parents are sort of stuck in this infantile, even though they would be considered successful, all outward appearances. They look very successful, but very immature, very childish ways of looking at the world. If you set a boundary with somebody who's in this child phase, you're like, hey, I need to set this boundary because it's not good for me. And they'll go, well, if you set a boundary, I'm going to set a boundary too. It's very childish. I love my in-laws. I love my family. But when you realize that when you go visit them, it's like an episode of Muppet Babies. And you're like, I don't feel like being a babysitter today. I don't feel like babysitting everybody's emotions and reactions and tantrums and stuff like this. So Muppet Babies, that's what it feels like to me. Muppet Babies, just play acting through life. So this is one of the things that shamans will be able to help people do. Shamans can help people go from boyhood to manhood, from girlhood to womanhood. I probably am most authorized to help men be men. I'm probably most authorized to help men come out of boyhood into manhood. I think a woman would be able to help a woman come into that. Like, I'm not going to help women become women. That would be a bad idea. If a gay guy helped a woman be a woman, I would say, okay, well, you need to dress. This is what I would do. You need to dress pretty, honey. Nobody wants to see you in your pajamas. I wouldn't be able to help a woman be a woman. I would help a woman be a gay guy's version of what a woman would be. And it would probably look like Emma Roberts. This is how I think. If I was a woman, this is who I would be. This is probably the way that I would be. I would want to look like this. I would have my makeup looking like that. Merrick says I have a type. I do have a type. Another person is Samara Weaving. I would dress like this all the time. And you know what? I would probably dress like this too. A wedding, like that's her in Ready or Not. So you see that a man, I can help somebody become a man. And even though I'm gay, it doesn't matter if you're gay or straight. What makes you a man is your ability to let your masculinity be the predominant thing, over masculine energy over feminine energy. So to wrap up this video, the point is there is a shaman's perspective, and either you treasure that shaman's perspective or you reject that shaman's perspective, because shamans are here to help. They are not here to coddle you. They are not here to play nice with you. But at the same time, if a shaman comes into your life or awareness, pay attention. I know I did. This shit fell into my life. This shit is not for everybody. This shit will kill you. It will. But as shamans are born in this culture, well, they've been here for a while, but I'm a vocal shaman. There's for every shaman that makes it to this point where they're able to articulate and vocalize what they're all about, there are thousands who don't make it, maybe even more. The universe will keep cranking out shamans. So if you are a shaman who is going through a very difficult time, stick with it. Don't listen to the peanut gallery. Don't listen to people who don't understand it. If you're really doing a good job, you're going to be pissing people off, and they won't realize. Like this person that copyright struck my video, they don't realize that video was not about her at all. It was about helping people work through some fear. And there was some really good information in that video. I might redo that video and cut all that stuff out, because there was a lot of good information in that video. But I think what I'm most I'm just disappointed in this person. I'm disappointed. I didn't think that they were like that. They certainly don't present themselves as somebody like that on their channel. All right, with that said, I want you to have a lovely day. I love you all so much. Please find something today to be wrong about. All right? Mwah.
I used to spit you out like fire, bitter taste I could not hide. Every time you showed your face, I only felt the burn inside. But shadows change when light gets closer. What I cursed I now hold tight. The thorn I hated in my garden became the rose that saved my life. I learned to love the thing I fear, turn the ache into a song I hear. The stone that cut me, I made it shine. What once was poison now tastes like wine. Love grew in the place of rage. I'm dancing inside the cage. I learned to love the thing I hate, and now it feels like fate. I hate it, now it feels like fate. Every wound is just a teacher, every scar a secret key. You were the mirror I avoided, but you still reflected me. I swallow storms until they starve, kiss the teeth that used to bite. You were my enemy in daylight, but my salvation in the night. I learned to love the thing I fear, turn the ache into a song I hear. The stone that cut me, I made it shine. What once was poison now tastes like wine. Love grew in the place of rage. I'm became a holy gate. Open wide, I walk through late. Now the thorn I used to break is the flower I embrace.